Today on Weird Asian Foods we have sugar apple, or as they say in Thai, Noy Naa. Now, you may think these are like sour salt, but actually there's a little bit of difference between the two. And you eat them the same as the sour salt. You just break off. And inside is the white fleshy goodness. Ooh. And the seeds that you do not eat. Yeah, don't eat the outer skin. Don't eat the leaves. Don't eat this little guy in the middle here. But everything else is fair game. The seeds are very smooth, and you can spit them out of your mouth just as easily and just as fun as watermelon seeds. As the name would suggest, these are very sweet. Despite what it looks like, it can be quite juicy, or juicier than expected anyway. Usually you can see sugar apples around in the market in January. It's a bit like sweet water smelling. You know, like one of those sugary drinks you get, or the kids drink. Consistency is very unlike most fruits. I suppose you could make a similarity between this consistency and jackfruit, in that there's the seed and then the flesh is around the seed and that you eat it like that. And it's compartmentalized in the same way. They're very fibrous as well. I think the closest thing in flavor that you could make a comparison to would be a pear, which is nice because you can't really get good pears in Thailand. There's one type of pear that you can get, but it's not the same as what you're used to in the West. And those pears taste very different to the pears we're used to. These sugar apples are the closest flavor to a Western pear that I've yet to have in Thailand. Here's a close-up of the seeds. Oh, they're about to fall out of my hand. Ooh, they're so smooth that it's hard to keep any track on them. That's why I made the comparison to watermelon seeds. And they're very smooth, and you can spit them out at quite a high velocity. About 4 of these things make up about a kilogram, and on the outside, it's very strange. The outside actually smells like a Halloween mask. You know, one of those just cheap Halloween plastic molds that are thin rubber and you can buy them in any supermarket during that time of the year. This very much reminds me of the smell. Of course, the inside smells differently. Inside smells, you know, like kind of like the sweet water drinks. Kind of looks like a snakeskin, don't it? Kind of looks like a heart. Aww. One thing that's a little difference between the sour salt and the sugar apple is the sour salt, you can take just one of the little scales and pull it off and eat the goop. But these guys this is actually one of the more ribbed part, that's why I can grab this. A lot of the sour salt, though, is too smooth to grab anything. Unlike these little guys, but these are tiny, and it's, you know, the flesh that you pull out of it isn't really worth it, so you gotta crack it open. Like, just like that. Oh, doesn't that look beautiful? It's good.